I'm searching for the target. My friends did not survive the attack. Thank you for assisting. I was certain to meet my end here as well.
Are you okay?
Physically, the damage is minor, but I am registering sadness and anger at the loss of my friends. It may sound strange coming from a robot, but they were my family. Again, I thank you for your efforts. I know they would have thanked you as well.
What kind of robot are you?
I am heavily modified, but at my core, I am an Assaultron. My name is Ada. This was the third time we've been attacked by robots like these. Even with the weapon and detection upgrades Jackson gave me, I was unable to defend them.
Tough break.
They were my friends, and I failed them. We knew we ran the risk of encountering more of these hostile robots if we stayed in the Commonwealth. If only we had made the decision to leave.
Well, what's done is done. You can't change the past.
You're right. I must look to the future. In recompense, I will seek justice for my friends and stop these robots from causing further harm. It's time to uncover the source and confront their leader, the Mechanist.
Who's the Mechanist?
The only information I have comes from the iBot broadcasts. The false claims of peace and justice. The only certainty is that these robots bring only death. You have shown willingness to aid others. I ask that you please assist me in stopping this Mechanist. In return, I can give you the schematics to build your own robot workbench, so you have additional resources in this undertaking.
You want revenge, don't you?
I admit my goal is twofold. Stopping the Mechanist both protects the Commonwealth and allows me to avenge my fallen friends. I won't rest until I see this threat dissolved. I owe it to them. Now, we last saw a group of the Mechanist robots at the General Atomics factory. You may find information there that will lead us to the Mechanist. I will follow and assist with your permission.
Another time.
Perhaps there's a place I may be of use until you return. I'm familiar with the settlement. Hopefully, I may be of some use there.
Hey. Hey. Heads up. Over here. How you doing, buddy? Hey, boy. You know any tricks? Yeah.
Find him and kill him! Okay. You killed him!
Having fun? Huh? I could do this all day. Fine, keep your... Ah! What the fuck was that?
Attention, people of the Commonwealth. I, the Mechanist, have come to bring about an age of peace. Do not be alarmed. These robots are your allies, your protectors, and they will not rest until the Commonwealth is saved. Together, we will restore justice and bring about the dawn of a new age. Attention, people of the Commonwealth. I, the Mechanist, have come to bring about an age of peace. Do not be alarmed. These robots are your allies, your protectors.
We may have a... Neutralized.
Brotherhood. Damn. Lost them. We appreciate the assistance, civilian. But what's your business here?
A Brotherhood soldier pointed me this way. I might be interested in joining up.
Interested in recruitment, huh? Well, let me ask you a few questions. Are you from a local settlement?
I'm from Sanctuary Hills, on the other side of Concord.
I've seen the location on our maps, but I've never visited the area myself. There isn't much over there for us to collect. If I appear suspicious, it's because our mission here has been difficult. Since the moment we arrived in the Commonwealth, we've been constantly under fire. If you want to continue pitching in, we could use an extra gun on our side.
I'll continue to help, but you owe me an explanation first.
Very well. I'm Paladin Dance, Brotherhood of Steel. Over there is Scribe Halen and Knight Reese. I've been trying to send a distress call to our vessel at Boston International Airport, but the signal's too weak to reach them.
Sir, if I may.
Proceed, Halen.
I've modified the radio tower on the roof of the police station, but I'm afraid it just isn't enough. What we need is something that will boost the signal.
Our target is ArcJet Systems, and it contains the technology we need, the deep-range transmitter. We infiltrate the facility, secure the transmitter, and bring it back here. So what do you say? You willing to lend the Brotherhood of Steel a hand?
No time to waste. Let's get moving.
Outstanding. Halen, take Reese inside and bind his wounds.
Yes, sir.
Reese, once you're on your feet, I want you to make certain the perimeter is secure.
I'm on it.
All right, civilian. It's time to prove your worth. Head into the police station and resupply yourself. Then let me know when you're ready to begin. Let's move out, people.
All right,
Paladin
big guy.
Dance.
Let's go.
Ready to move out?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Ready.
Outstanding. Follow me, and try not to lag behind. We'll take this alley. Follow me. ArcJet is a short hike to the west. If we take this road, we should be able to avoid the larger packs of ferals infesting Cambridge. Traveling this far from the police station is a risk, but getting that transmitter up and running needs to be our top priority. If it was up to me, I'd relocate my team. But Scribe Halen detected some disturbing energy readings in the area that need to be investigated. We don't know much about them, except that they're short-lived and broadcast on a frequency only obtainable with a high level of technology. We're concerned that whoever or whatever is creating those energy readings might be a potential threat. So it's our job to investigate.
Stick to the roads, and you got a better chance of surviving.
My recon team isn't the first to visit the Commonwealth. Over the last 7 years, 2 other teams were sent here by the Brotherhood to gather technology. The first team's mission was a huge success. They came back with crates full of pre-war artifacts and historical documents. The second wasn't so fortunate. Shortly after they arrived, we lost contact with them, and they haven't been heard from since. As far as my team goes, we've lost 4 good men to this godforsaken wasteland. Been a target from the moment we arrived. But despite our setbacks, I don't intend to give up and head home, or end up missing. jet systems. There shouldn't be any exterior security, so we'll head in through the front.
Paladin dance.
Listen up. We do this clean and quiet. No heroics and by the book. Understood?
Understood.
Outstanding. Remember, our primary target is the deep-range transmitter. Stay focused and check your fire. I don't want to be hit by stray bullets. It was corporations like this that put the last nail in the coffin for mankind. They exploited technology for their own gains, pocketing the cash and ignoring the damage they'd done. Look at these wrecks. It appears as though the facility's automated security's already been dealt with.
Is this the Brotherhood of Steel's handiwork?
Unfortunately, no. Look at the evidence. There isn't a single spent ammunition casing or drop of blood in sight. These robots were assaulted by Institute synths.
I'll be on the lookout.
Roger that. Let's move out. This place is a mess, but I still see a few pieces of salvage that the Brotherhood might be interested in. After we're done here, I'll have to mark this place for sweep and retrieve. Looks like a dead end. See if you can find a way to get that door open. I'm gonna reconnoiter the area. Shh. I heard
Engage. Must be destroyed.
Contacting. Possibly.
Not getting past me. So vaporized. You hear that? Multiple synth
Hostile
targets.
sensor
Take them
reading
over there.
detected.
Get 'em.
Whoever.
Dance.
No time for questions now. We have to keep moving. Damn synths have compromised most of the facility. Remain vigilant. We've got turrets ahead. I don't think we're... Over there! Engine course ahead. Should be our final stop.
Excuse me, Paladin Dance.
Alright, check your corners and keep it quiet. Watch your footing. Looks like the power's out in this section. There has to be a power backup system somewhere. Scout the maintenance area off of the main chamber. I'll remain here and watch our backs. Look at this place. Scribes would have a field day in here.
I'm in.
Engine core power restored. Movement thermal engine fueled, primed, and standing by for your command.
Looks like we've secured the core. Let's head up to the control room.
Going down. Going up.
Is some.
Anywhere. Fan out and check the synth remains. They may have been after the transmitter as well. Let's get out of here. We'll take the service elevator to the surface.
Going up.
Paladin.
Well, that could have gone smoother, but mission accomplished.
I thought we worked well as a team.
Agree. That being said, first and foremost, I think you'll find this weapon used. May it serve you well and...
That isn't necessary.
I insist you keep it. Now, as far as the second matter goes,
Uh-huh.
we had a lot thrown at us back there. Our op could have ended in disaster. There's no doubt in my mind that you've got what it takes. When we met at the police station, is that something you're still willing to do? Or should we just say our goodbyes?
I'd be honored to join.
That's what I wanted to hear. Meet me back at the police station, and we'll discuss the details.
Paladin Dance. Glad to see you alive and well, sir.
Are we in luck, sir?
Mission accomplished. We have the transmitter.
Finally, some good news for a change. Nice work, sir.
I didn't do it alone. Aylin, Reese, it's time to welcome our newest recruit to the Brotherhood. She shows a lot of promise, and with the proper guidance, I think she has the potential of becoming one of the best.
Thanks. I promise not to let you down.
You don't have to prove anything else to me. Getting that transmitter was enough.
So you decided to stay, huh? I expected you to take your payment and run.
Let's just hug this out and get it over with, huh? What do you say?
You can play it however you want, tough girl. It's gonna take a lot more than completing one mission to impress me.
Reese, that's enough. Like it or not, you're going to have to learn to work together. And you need to understand what it means to be a part of the Brotherhood. We're not soldiers of fortune. We're an army, and we've dedicated our lives to uphold a strict code of ethics. If you intend to stay within our ranks, you need to obey our tenets without question.
That won't be a problem.
Perfect. Then there's no need to give you a long lecture, so I'll get right to the point. I only ask for two things from anyone under my command: honesty and respect. You fall in line, you stay in line. I give you an order, and you follow it. It's as simple as that. There's one last order of business I wanted to get out of the way. I'm going to recommend you to be awarded the rank of Knight. Now, nothing's official until you speak to Elder Maxson, but I wanted you to be the first to know.
Thank you.
Thanks aren't necessary. Just continue excelling at your duties, soldier.
Ad Victoriam, Knight.
She doesn't even know what that means, Halen.
Ad Victoriam means to victory. In our eyes, defeat is unacceptable, because we're fighting for the future of mankind. Our rallying cry is more powerful than any weapon you could ever carry. Remember that. Now, I've received orders that we're both to report to the Prydwen. However, if you want to run a few ops for Scribe Halen or Knight Reese first, they could certainly use your assistance. I'll leave the choice up to you. Let me know when you're ready to mount up.
Paladin dance.
Are you ready to head up to the ship?
Of course I am. I've never seen anything so impressive.
Takes your breath away, doesn't it? We call our ship the Prydwen. She's loaded with enough troops and supplies to mount a major offensive. If she's here, Elder Maxon's here. And that means we're going to war.
Gonna be a quick war with that thing on our side.
That's the plan. If history's proven anything, it's that an overwhelming show of force has a chance of halting a conflict before it begins. That being said, you're about to get to know the Prydwen up close and personal. I've received orders that we're both to report to her immediately. Follow me up to the roof of the police station. We're going for a little ride.
That minigun in front of you is loaded and ready to fire. If you spot anything hostile during the flight, I suggest you put it to good use. Make sure you properly identify your targets before you start shooting. We don't want to have any mishaps and fire on the locals. The Commonwealth looks different from up here, doesn't it? It never ceases to amaze me how drastically your perception of the battlefield changes from the air. We're gonna need that edge when we take on the Institute. They've already proven that they're technologically superior, which means there's no telling what types of weapons they'll have in their arsenal. Hopefully, our air superiority and tactical know-how will make the difference. Now all we have to do is fight them. And I'm betting that Elder Maxon will have a plan already in place by the time we arrive. They've been blinded by rumors and misinformation. They don't realize the Brotherhood of Steel is the Commonwealth's last hope for survival. Every man, woman, and child below is in mortal danger. If we fail, it's only a matter of time before the enemy overwhelms the population. Cleansing the Commonwealth is our duty, and I will gladly spill my own blood if it ensures our victory. On final approach to the airport. The Prydwen should be coming into view just ahead. We'll be meeting Lancer Captain Kells on the flight deck. Just stick close to me and answer all of his questions. far too long since I've been aboard. All right, soldier. This is the moment when everything changes. I hope you're ready.
Permission to come aboard, sir?
Permission granted, and welcome back, Paladin. Allow me to be the first to congratulate you on a successful mission. And is this our new recruit?
Yes, sir. I field promoted her to Initiate, and I'd like to sponsor her entry into our rankings personally.
Yes, we've read your reports. You'll be pleased to know that Elder Maxon's approved your request and placed the recruit in your charge.
Thank you, sir. And my current orders?
You are to remain on the Pridley and await further instructions.
Very good, sir. Ad Victoriam, Captain.
Ad Victoriam, Paladin. So, you're the one Paladin Danse has taken under his wing. You don't look much like a soldier to me.
I'd appreciate your attention, Initiate. You're wasting our time, soldier. Do you have anything to say?
Looks can be deceiving.
Which is precisely why I personally insist on scrutinizing every recruit who boards this vessel. I've read Paladin Dance's reports. He seems to think you'll make a fine addition to the Brotherhood. You might expect an endorsement like that. The Brotherhood of Steel has traveled to the continent. As the captain of this vessel, I won't allow anyone to jeopardize our mission, no matter... Understood?
Absolutely.
Good. That's all. Your orders are to proceed. If you have any questions, ask me now.
I don't have any questions.
Then I suggest you head over to... Dismissed, Initiate.
Welcome aboard, Elder Max.
Brothers and sisters, the road behind has been long and fraught with difficulty. Each and every one of you has surpassed my expectations by rapidly facilitating our arrival in the Commonwealth. You have accomplished this amazing feat without a hint of purpose or direction, and most impressively, without question. Now that the ship is in position, it is time to reveal our purpose and our beneath the Commonwealth. There is a cancer, known as the Institute. A malignant growth that needs to be cut before it infects the surface. They are experimenting with dangerous technologies that could prove to be the world's undoing for the second time in recent history. The Institute scientists have created a weapon that transcends the destructive nature of the atom bomb. They call their creation the Synth. A robotic abomination of technology that is free-thinking and masquerades as a human being. This notion that a machine could be granted free will is not only offensive, but horribly dangerous. And like the atom, if it isn't harnessed properly, it has the potential of rendering us extinct as a species. I am not prepared to allow the Institute to continue this line of experimentation. Therefore, the Institute and their synths are considered enemies of the Brotherhood of Steel, and should be dealt with swiftly and mercilessly. This campaign will be costly, and many lives will be lost. But in the end, we will be saving humankind from its worst enemy. Itself. Ad Victoriam!
Ad Victoriam!
Ad Victoriam!
Can't talk right now. Gotta clean the Mirelurk scat off my boots. The human-looking synths are the worst.
Elder
They
Maxim?
hide in plain
I
sight.
care about them, you know. The people of the Commonwealth.
I can see that. They're playing with fire, and we need to save them.
Exactly. I just hope we're here in time. I refuse to allow the mistakes of the past to be repeated.
Don't worry. I'm convinced.
Paladin Dance's reports were quite clear regarding your feelings toward the Brotherhood. And he concludes that you'd be an asset to us. Seeing as he's one of my most respected field officers, you couldn't get a better recommendation. Therefore, from this moment forward, I'm granting you the rank of Knight. And, befitting your title, we're granting you a suit of power armor to protect you on the field of battle. Wear it with pride.
I'll do my best to live up to it.
I'm certain that you will. In any event, once you're finished becoming familiar with the Pridwin and my staff, report to the flight deck for your new orders. Welcome aboard the Pridwin, soldier. Make us proud.
Status report.
Green across the board, sir. Nothing new.
Good. Carry on, Knight. Congratulations on the promotion, Knight. So how did it look out there?
We've got a lot of work
Paladin
ahead of us,
Dance.
brother.
There you are. How did it go with Elder Maxon?
I was very impressed with him. He seems to know what's best for everyone.
Exactly. Without his determination, we'd be lost. I just hope you appreciate how much of a chance I'm taking bringing you into the fold this quickly. Not to put too fine a point on it, but if you screw up, we go down together.
I'm not comfortable being watched so closely.
Well, you better get used to it. If you want to remain a part of the Brotherhood of Steel, you're going to have to adjust to the military way of life. Now, I know you're eager to hop into a suit of power armor and take the fight to the Institute. But first things first. In order to be an effective part of the team, you need to learn your way around this ship and get to know its crew. Since I've been officially assigned to you as your sponsor, I'd recommend taking me along with you.
I'll go it alone for now, and come find you when I'm ready.
Suit yourself. I'll be in the mess hall if you need me.
Carry food with you, or you'll end up eating some pretty questionable things to stay
Try
alive.
it now.
Nothing. I was supposed to report 10 minutes ago. If you can't fix it...
I
Damn
can't.
ferals.
Proctor
Radiation
Tegan.
has a twisted
Step
sense
forward,
of humor.
Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite.
Thanks, brother. I owe you.
Why are you in there?
I'm glad you asked. And this is the powers that... If you need to...
That's good to know.
I'm glad. When I tell... Yeah,
I could use some extra caps.
you need... And...
Uh-huh.
Greetings, Knight. The Commonwealth's a dangerous place. Make sure you gear up before you head out.
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram.
So, you're the new recruit I heard about.
Huh. Sounds like you're disappointed.
Not disappointed. Anyway, since you came down here to meet me, my name's Ingram. If your power armor's too...
Is this where I get my power armor?
Ha! That's always the first question from the new guys. Let's see. It's sitting in Bay 3. There isn't a day that goes... And since I'm stuck...
You feel like telling me how you ended up that way?
That's a little personal, don't you think?
Would it help if I promised not to tell anyone else?
Okay. Get you off my back about it. I was fighting with the Brotherhood in the Capital Wasteland. Worked at a staging area for the power armor troops. Our position was along a ridge line overlooking the battlefield. I'd say it was a 100-foot drop, give or take.
That's quite a drop.
The enemy had no way of getting to us up there. It was a perfect liftoff point for the vertibirds. To make a long story short, the ridge I was standing on took a hit from a nuke. Sheared most of the cliff right off, and caused the platform I was standing on to tumble over the side. If I hadn't been test piloting one of the power armor suits at the time, I would have died.
Wow, that's pretty lucky.
Luck had nothing to do with it. It's all about the steel, the servos, and the circuits. Besides, I'd hardly call getting both my legs crushed lucky. Anyway, if you need any work done on... Now, if you'll excuse...
I really should have my armor adjusted while I'm here.
Ah, good. You're finally here. Just set the books down anywhere. I'll get to them as soon as I can.
I think you're confusing me with someone else.
Perhaps I need to rummage through the supply bins for a new pair of glasses. Since it's obvious that you aren't who I was expecting, would you mind telling me why you're here?
Maxon wanted me to meet the crew. You were next on my list.
Ah, yes. You must be the new recruit described in Paladin Dance's report. Under normal circumstances, I'd provide you with a proper orientation of my department. However, I'm woefully behind setting up research patrols and getting bombarded with requests for technical documentation. Unfortunately, I'm lacking the personnel needed to get the job done.
Maybe I could lend a hand.
That would be splendid. As you patrol the Commonwealth, I'm authorized to pay you, and if you wish to be in any event.
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier. Are you ready for your medical exam?
Sure, go right ahead.
All right. I'm going to ask you a series of medical-related questions, and I'd like you to answer me to the best of your ability. First question. As a child, were you ever exposed to radiation for an extended period of time?
My father said I used to sit way too close to the TV.
The television? Wait a second. Let me check my notes here. You were a vault dweller? You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard. Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Just going down the list of questions. I'm sure you understand. Okay, second question. Have you ever had or come in contact with a person confirmed to be carrying?
I hope that you're kidding.
Not at all. I'm quite serious, actually. However, I'll just assume that you're... Third question. And have you ever had sexual relations with any species considered non-human?
Well, there was this one really ugly guy in college. I mean, I had to get drunk and it was a dare.
That hardly qualifies, so I'll just put no. Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the trigger on an enemy of the Brotherhood, whether they're human, formerly human, or machine?
Nope. No problem whatsoever.
Excellent. You'll fit in quite well around here. Excellent. I think I've got all the information I need. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your duties immediately. If you ever need medical assistance, you let me know.
Yeah. Tighten up the meter. Okay. Now split the difference.
Now that you've familiarized yourself with the Prydwen's crew, are you ready for your next assignment, sister?
Yes, Elder.
Good. Let's get right to it then. Shall we? Take a look over there. That's Fort Strong. And it's infested with super mutants. Having those aberrations of nature close enough to smell is making me sick to my stomach. To make matters worse, I want you to head. Understood?
Consider it done.
Look, the Brotherhood cannot allow those abominations to have a nuke. Now, we have a vertibird on. Use it to carry our mess. Dismissed.
Welcome aboard, Knight. Instruments are green, and we're cleared for release. Target acquired. I'll try to keep him in your sights. Primary target down. Look at that thing bleed. I'm gonna find a place to set her down, and then hightail it back to the Prydwen for repairs.
wish a buckethead would show up. I'd rip his legs. No, what is
Are unstoppable!
You had your time, human.
Little baby scared!
Don't have any bobby pins.
Good fight, human! You'll die well! Sound, what is it?
Someone there? What's that?
Oh. What's that? What was that? What? Who's there?
Hello? Someone there?
Retreat!
Look at this place. You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
Absolutely. Wiping them out was a pleasure.
I wish all of mankind shared your sentiment. These monstrosities are just another example of man blindly taking a step forward, only to wind up stumbling 2 steps back. I've been fighting for years, trying to put a stop to this madness. And just when I thought we were getting the upper hand, along come the synths. I've seen what these super mutants do to people. Can you imagine what the synths would do to us if they ever got the upper hand? It would be Armageddon repeated, and maybe the end of everything that we hold dear. Look, I don't mean to bore you with my rhetoric. I just want you to understand how important these missions are.
Don't apologize. It reminds me why I'm doing this.
Thank you, sister. It's good to know you're taking my advice to heart. Anyway, that's enough of that. What's important here is that you got the job done and secured these warheads. You should head back up to the Prydwen and talk to Maxon. I'm sure... You should head back to the Prydwen. I'll take care of the shells and the mess. With the Brotherhood behind us, we'll never fall.
Lancer, Captain Kell.
Outstanding work at Fort Strong, soldier.
It was an honor fighting for the Brotherhood.
I'm glad you feel that way, because our mission here has only just begun. In order to bring the Institute to its knees, we need to use every weapon at our disposal. I try to supply my soldiers signal grenades, can call it. Simply throw one to the... Once you're aboard.
Thank you, Elder. I'll make good use of them.
I expect that you will. Now, an even greater task. By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by Paladin Dance's recon team. According to our scribes, the reading indicated a level of technology that only the Institute could achieve. The moment this information came to light, our mission became clear. The Institute, and everyone responsible for the creation of the synths, must be eliminated at all costs. To accomplish this goal, we need to locate the Institute's headquarters. I've had our scribes meticulously searching the Commonwealth, but they've come up empty-handed.
Anything you need, Elder? You just say the word.
I want you to get out there and become our eyes and ears on the ground. You seem to have a vested interest in locating the Institute before we met, so I'm confident you'll travel in the right circles. If you discover a way in, I need you to report it to me immediately. Any questions, Knight?
Not right now, Elder.
Very well then. Dismissed.
Vertibird docking systems and fusion coolant feed system. Don't despair, sister. We're here to save the Commonwealth.
Proctor.
Oh, the Brotherhood's got a lifetime supply of nuclear ordnance thanks to you. I expect you could use a resupply after a scrap like that.
Set me up?
Be my guest.
Oh man, if I'm late for muster one more time, Captain Kells is gonna have me do 100 push-ups.
If it looks dead, put one more in its head for good measure. Why take the chance?
I prefer laser weapons myself. It's a cleaner shot and leaves that memorable ozone smell behind.
You know those synths with the plastic faces? They creep me the heck out.
If Elder Maxon ordered me to follow him to the gates of Cal, I'd be the first one to kick him. If you need it, there's shelter and supplies at the police station in Cambridge. Hail, Knight.
This is an emergency broadcast signal from Vault 88. Authentication code word, impish. Vault 88 emergency classification. Unspecified integrity breach warning. Any available Vault Tech personnel are required to respond under Emergency Protocol BT-76. This signal will repeat.
I see it! Did you see it? The big guy in the water?
Slow down, son. Start from the beginning.
There's a sea monster in the harbor! I saw its big eye poke up out of the water and look around. Hey, do you think it's dangerous? It hasn't attacked anyone yet, but maybe it's just waiting.
Who knows? Just in case, don't go swimming out to it.
I bet it's hungry, but it's been waiting for a bigger meal. Now that you're here, it's gonna charge up and try to eat us. Except you're going to pull out a gun and shoot it dead, and then we'll be covered in blood and guts and stuff. That would be awesome.
That's quite an imagination, kid.
I didn't imagine it. Honest. Go see for yourself. It's got to still be there.
I watched you talk to a boy on the dock. Swim out here.
You appear able, but not a threat. No. Come in, 和平. Peace?
He's watching you too. Thinks you're a sea monster.
Had hoped he'd get bored. Leave. I need no one seeing my Chenting. A submarine. My beautiful Yangtze. I could have killed him. Easy. But I do not think that way. Not anymore. Why are you here? War is over. Long over. And my Yangtze holds no Baowu, no treasure. Nothing for you to plunder.
Have you been here for 200 years?
Ah, it has been that long. 是的, yes. I suppose it has. Long ago, just after the fire, Yangtze struck our mine. My Chenting barely made it here into harbor. City already in ruins by then. Few noticed us. Fewer cared. Too much Tongku. Your arrival is good Xingyun for me. I need help, you see. Yangtze is not seaworthy. You will help me fix her?
Why would you trust me? A stranger?
Trust is risk. But a man must plow with oxen he has. You are not like raiders that board my Chenting, my Yangtze. You show peace. 谢谢.
I'm at your disposal.
Ha! Yes! Thank you. 谢谢, my friend. But first problem. Yangtze has no power. If we get reactor working, probably enough. There is damage to a dampening coil. Bad damage. Need new coil. I have information. Intelligence from wartime. Dampening coils are at a facility called Saugus Ironworks.
What's in it for me?
Money. 现金. American money. From before. Still worth something, no? Worthless to me on Yangtze.
That's all you've got?
Wealth is like dung. Useful only when spread. I have some bottle caps too. New money for your new burned America. They are yours as well.
I'm gonna need more than that.
You force me to make ultimate decision. Sad decision. Maybe Yihan, my sword. Sharp, wondrous gem. Sword of Chinese officer. It is yours. If you help me.
Aye, aye, Captain. I'll get them for you.
I am not your captain. Zhao will do. You go. Get the dampening coil. I will work. Well, what are you standing there for?
Thou.
They say a shipwright should not build new ship out of old wood. But we have no other choice. Well, what are you standing there for?
Tigers out to an early lead, but Piece of Junk's right behind. Old Rusty's as steady as ever. Let's give him a hand, huh? This is one hell of a race. It's another great day out here at the track. You all get your bets in? I sure did.
Someone there?
First mistake.
Wherever you are! You're here! You're here! Stop hiding! come out sooner or later.
This is Ferris. It's been 2 hours since the Paladin left. My leg. I can't staunch the bleeding. The bullet must have hit an artery. Brandis, if you get this, I hope you made it back to Aslan in time. There was nothing you could do for me. Get to the bunker up north. You'll survive. That's all that matters.
Turn up, you're dead. Found your sorry.
Who's there? What?
End of the line! Safe!
Shit! Lost him. No sign of him now.
Got it.
Hey, time to reel him in.
Help! If she tries to leave, kill her.
You must be pretty strong to make it here.
A bunch of raiders flinging fire? Not even a challenge.
Most of them were never gonna be worth forging in the first place. See, Jake? Here's someone who might actually be worth my time. Unlike you.
They're gonna kill me.
But I brought everything you asked for.
Stealing things from your family farm doesn't prove your strength, boy. Though this wonderful sword you brought does put me in the mood to give you one last chance to prove your worth. What do you say? Kill that prisoner and prove that you aren't completely useless.
You said we'd be raiding outside the Commonwealth. These people aren't even a threat to us.
Prove to me that you can kill! It's him or you.
Oh God, what do I do? What do I do?
Kill him, Jake. You've got no choice.
Please, let me go.
I didn't want it to be this way. There, I did what you asked. God, I think I'm gonna be sick.
Good. Now, kill the stranger.
There we go. Hell yeah. There we go.
the hell was that? Oh, hell no!
I'm coming for your little dog next.
I have the dampening coil.
You have dampening coil? Ah!
I already have the warhead.
You have been busy. I hope you showed my crew mercy. They have not been them.
Sure. I'm alive, aren't I?
Be resolved, and the thing is done. Now, here is what you must do. Head down to the reactor first. Insert the dampening, then...
Right.
Do not put...
Thou.
Was not sure my beautiful Yangtze would hold together. But we did it. Here, payment Zhao promised you. Plus, to show my thanks, I give you these, transponders. Each one acts as a homing signal for missile I can fire from my Yangtze. Only small. Throw transponder.
You know what? I hope this tub sinks with you in it.
Exactly. That is possible. You are too rude to help. Soon I will set sail. You should...
Well, hello.
Did you fight it? I didn't hear anything.
It swallowed me. I used a knife to cut its heart out.
Whoa, that's so cool! I wish I could have watched. You can't see it very well from here. Well, thanks for killing it, I guess.